Good morning, class 7. Before this, we studied about the heartbeat, and also we have studied the instrument which is used to measure the heartbeat, that is called as stethoscope. Also, we studied how to make an artificial stethoscope. Now, next we are going to see, that is excretion in animal. So you know the meaning of word excretion. Excretion means throwing waste material from the body is known as excretion. And in excretion in animals we are going to see now. Recall how carbon dioxide is removed as waste from the body through the lungs during exhalation. So this also you know, during exhalation means giving out carbon dioxide from the body is known as exhalation. Also recall that the undigested food is removed during egestion. Let us now find out how the other waste material are removed from the body. So these two things you know very well. Exhalation and egestion. Egestion means removed undigested food during egestion, that is known as egestion means throwing out of the body. The undigested food is known as egestion and giving out carbon dioxide, that is exhalation. So you may wonder where these unwanted materials come from. So see now. When our cells perform their function, certain waste products are released. These are toxic and hence need to be removed from the body. So you know very well the toxic material. Toxic material, that is urine and the fleas which is thrown out of the body. They are called toxic material. The process of removal of waste products or waste produced in the cell of the living organism is called excretion. So what is meant by excretion? The process of removal of waste produced in the cells of living organism is called excretion. The part involved in excretion forms the excretory system. So the parts are there in the body that shows or they involved in known as excretory system, and the waste produced in the cells of living organism is called excretion. So we'll see some excretion system in humans. The waste which is present in the blood has to be removed from the body. How can this be done? So this can be done with the help of the parts present in the body. A mechanism to filter the blood is required. This is done by the blood capillaries in the kidney. So first what is required? The blood should be filtered. Mechanism to filter blood is required. And how the blood will be filtered? The blood will be filtered in the kidney by the blood capillaries. When the blood reaches the two kidneys, it contains both useful and harmful substances. So the blood contains useful and harmful substances and they are carried in the kidneys, where two kidneys are present in our body. The useful substances are absorbed back into the blood. The useful substances are absorbed back and the non-useful or the harmful substances are thrown out of the body. The waste dissolved in water are removed as urine. So what happens? The useful substances are absorbed back in the blood and the unuseful substances are thrown as in the form of urine from the kidney. The urine goes into the urinary bladder through tube-like ureters. So I will show you the figure. Ureter, then bladder. See, this is the human excretory system. This is the figure of human excretory system. So first these are the two kidneys. Then these tube-like structures are ureter. This is urinary bladder. Then this is urethra and the last is urinary opening. So this is the picture or figure of excretory system. So first what happens? The useful and harmful material is carried through the blood and they comes to the kidney, and in kidney what happens? The filtration occurs of the blood. The harmful material is collected in the bladder through the ureter and the useful material again goes back with the blood in the body. Then in the urinary bladder, the urine is collected. From the kidney, the urine goes into the urinary bladder through tube-like structures, that is ureters. These are the two ureters. Now next what happens? It is stored in the bladder and is passed out through the urinary opening at the end of the muscular tube called urethra. Then from this urinary bladder, it is passed to the urethra. Then from urethra, it is thrown out through the urinary opening. So the muscular tube is called urethra. You can see the muscular tube. This is called urethra. An adult human being normally pass about 1 and 1.8 liters of urine in 24 hours. So what happens? An adult, you know what is the age of the adult? Above 18, they are called as adults. So and what happens? 1 to 1 liter of urine in 24 hours is thrown out of the body. Then the urine consists of 95% of water and 2.5% urea and 2.5% other waste products. So the adult throws 1 to 1.8 liter of urine in 24 hours, and that urine consists 95% of water, 2.5% of urea and 2.5% of other waste products. We have all experienced that we sweat on a hot summer day. So all of you know, in the hot summer days we sweat, and that sweat is the water which is thrown out of the body. Then what is contained in the sweat? The sweat contains water and salts. Bujo has seen that sometimes in summer white patches are formed on our clothes. So what all are these? These patches are all of sweat, especially in areas like underarms. These marks are left by salt present in the sweat. So why these marks are left on the clothes? Because of sweat. Because of sweat, and that sweat contains salt, and due to that salt, that patches are occur on the clothes. Does sweat serve any other function? We know that the water kept in an earthen pot is cooler. This is because of water evaporates from the pores of the pot, which causes cooling. So this is also showing that water which is kept in a pot or matka gets cool. Why it gets cool? Because of evaporates. The water evaporates and the pots which are having pores, they cause cooling of the water. So we'll stop. Next we'll see in next period.